there, Chuck?
Oh, it's pretty sweet.
So, I mean, is your house just done? You have a house?
I still own a house, yeah.
Okay.
I might just Airbnb it.
I wish I could. All right, Chuck, have you done Google Hangouts before?
Just for work, but
Do you know how to make it a grid? Because I
don't.
can't figure that out.
Yeah, I can't either.
Huh?
I can't eat either. It's all right.
Well, I want to be able to see people.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to see everybody.
I mean, I have like a screen on the bottom that has all four of you.
Yeah.
With the Google Hangout, I don't know how to.
This is Google Hangout?
Yeah. So I don't know how to do like a grid, see everybody.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know there's a way to do it. I've seen it.
Yeah, I tried that.
I've heard you have to download an extension.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
You have to do an extension.
All right.
It's all right.
I'm actually doing that too. Well, whatever. I mean, if you guys just want to talk, go for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have you guys on my show. That's good enough. So
People usually say that.
Bastardous. You guys are Bastardous.
Bastardous is good enough.
Hey, no, that's not what I meant. No, you guys are great and semi-local to me, I guess. I mean, I'm down in Ohio, but you're not that far away, and I'm in Detroit all the time for shows anyways. So, yeah.
I mean, we're just hugging Ohio right now. Chuck's in Pennsylvania, and Nick and I are in Detroit.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full
So
Midwest.
Huh?
Full Midwest.
Well, kind of. So
A
actually,
Oreo.
yeah. Actually, I was talking to Chuck briefly about a project that I'm working on. Like, the other day I was doing my show and I was like, I bet I could do an entire show just on Midwestern bands. And so I started looking at lists of bands and I was like, fuck, I could do like 6 hours of Midwestern bands. So, just side note, if I send you guys a link to the list that I have, would you be willing to, like, fill me in with bands that I'm missing? I've got to, like, by state, different bands from each state.
Yeah, that would be a pretty huge list. I would
Yeah.
think just the Detroit area show would probably be a really big show.
It is. I was super surprised. So, spoiler alert, I moved here last year from Vermont, so I'm still kind of clueless about everything that's here. So I just kind of like went through the internet and Google and all that shit. So obviously Illinois and Chicago is huge. And then like, yeah, the Dakotas and Nebraska and Ohio and all that.
Right.
And Detroit is just, or Michigan is just like an insane list. And I'm so super surprised by like all the music that comes out of there. It kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many bands. I don't even know half of them anymore. So
Yeah.
There's too many, frankly.
Oh, there is.
Well,
This will probably weed quite a few out. Lots of bands breaking up right now.
ooh. Well, I don't know. But like even old bands and like Motown and like all kinds of crazy shit. I'm so surprised. And I also didn't think I'd like Detroit as much as I do. But it's kind of awesome there. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It's really hard to I don't know. After a month of quarantine, I can't even remember what Detroit's like anymore. I know what my house is like.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So I'm actually lucky enough that I get to go to work every day. But I'm kind of sick of seeing work and the 5 people I work with.
Yeah, do you go into somewhere to work?
Yeah, I work for a medical lab, so I go into
Okay.
a lab and I run blood samples and shit like that. So I don't have
Sorry.
I don't have to like see patients or like I see like 5 couriers and my coworkers, and I sit at a bench and I fucking process samples all day, which at least I get to go somewhere. But also,
Right.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
fucking sick of seeing my work. Like all I do is work and home,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
occasionally mire when I have to. You know,
Yeah, send us some gloves. I don't have-
actually. Oh, that would be clandestine. Like, they have a note up on the walls, like, please do not overuse the gloves because we don't know when we'll get them in again. And I'm just like,
Oh, of course.
I gotta, like, I have them in my pocket because I tie my hair.
Yeah, I think I've been using the same pair for like 3 weeks. I just keep them in my car.
Oh, fuck no.
Those gloves.
Yeah, just like latex gloves.
I got a box of 100 black latex gloves. I should throw you a couple pairs, Tony.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Match the outfit. Match the outfit a lot better.
Yeah.
I've been wearing those to the gas station, and I feel like a fucking assassin walking in there, putting on some black latex gloves.
Yeah, they have like there's a gas station here which I seriously haven't filled up since this thing. That's how much I haven't driven.
Yeah.
But they have the gloves that are like food handling gloves there. So
Yeah, I have a hard time with this because I'm like the opposite of a germaphobe. Like, I've worked as a vet tech basically for like 15 years. Now I work in this lab, and like, I stopped being a germaphobe about 5 minutes into my first vet tech job when I realized everything's disgusting and everything's covered with germs. So I'm
Oh, yeah.
confused, and I'm like, I can just wash my hands. I don't know. And then like there are people on the news who are like, "Oh my god, you need to be really scared," and I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
Dude.
just I don't know. It's like wash your hands and don't pick your nose and stay away from people. It's really not that hard, but
yeah.
I just
Stop
I wear the gloves and- I wear the
Stop
gloves
spitting
and
so
the
much on people.
What'd you say, Nick?
You have to stop spitting so much on people, and you know, it's making it tough for me.
Yeah, I just do it not to get the dirty looks, really.
Yeah, honestly,
What's that? The gloves?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing too. It's like, well, the governor says we have to wear a mask, so I guess I'll wear this, but it's cloth and it's not actually gonna block the
Yeah.
right particles, so
exactly. I know.
yeah,
Cloth-
it's like it's basically so that other people don't get mad at me at the store.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really doing anything, but whatever.
Oh, you're not like invincible when you wear one of those? I'm gonna wrap saran wrap around my mouth next time I go.
Dude, have you seen? There's like, I think it's like a People of Walmart thing, and like a guy had a plastic bag over his head. And you're like,
Oh,
damn.
gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing a gag ball next time I go into Meijer.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
A zipper leather mask.
I mean, do people just hang out at the Walmart, and do they just hang out there all day because there's nothing else to do?
Typically,
I don't know. I,
I
haven't
mean,
been in one, so.
it's fucking Ohio. Is there anything to do?
Well,
Oh.
I'm from Ohio, but I'm from Cleveland, so I don't know about the rest of Ohio.
Like, so I landed here by accident. Like, basically, I took a job way out west in Arizona, and it fucking failed really poorly. So I ended up kind of wandering back east, but I didn't really know what I was gonna do. And so a friend of mine was like, "Come stay on my couch," and I'm like, "All right, going to Columbus."
There you go. Yeah.
So, quarantine
Yeah.
stuff aside, talk about your new record. You're working on a new record.
Well, we were. We were. We've recorded mostly everything except vocals, and vocals are starting, and then this all happened. So, and I started doing vocals, and then we've been kind of quarantined, so kind of been in a halt.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, at some point we'll finish it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, all the vocals on the new record will be whispering. Tony's tracking him in a closet in his house.
yeah, a whisper. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll put
Oh,
out
yeah.
two versions, like a quarantine version and then a regular version.
Yeah.
And the lyrics can be all about going absolutely crazy.
Isn't that what the song
Losing
is
your
about
mind.
anyway?
I guess. But it's been kind of a while since you guys put on anything. I don't know. I just kind of discovered you guys like within the year, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while, and you know we were working on new stuff for quite a bit, and you know Rich used to be in the band, and Rich plays in Suicide Machines, and
Mhm.
he had a lot going on at some point, so he was like, was it last year? I don't know. I so lose track of time these days, but he basically was like, yeah, you know, come in the fall, I'm not going to be able to be in the band, do the band anymore because he was going to go back to school, and Suicide Machines were going to start doing things a lot more and all this and yada yada yada.
Mhm.
So Chuck, who is basically was a member anyway, because there was quite a few shows Rich couldn't do a lot of the time, and Chuck's so solid, and he's been a good friend. And Chuck, Nick, and I, and Rich were in a band called A Gang for years, and pretty awesome band, pretty rocking, and
That's cool.
and so just naturally Chuck was already in the band, so he's just like, yep, Chuck's now the official bass player. I mean, he kind of was anyway, but
Yeah.
so it was just easy to do. But because of that, we had shows, and you know the record kind of we were always writing new stuff, but Chuck was, you know, we were playing shows and whatnot, so Chuck would we'd play shows, we'd practice for shows, show new stuff to Chuck would, you know, write things to him, so it just took a little longer, and then we started tracking just last year, and yeah, now we're at the standstill in the final stages of it, pretty much.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of a bummer. I think you guys had a show canceled like recently, right? Or did it not come up yet?
Yeah, we did. It was with
There was one in April.
Yeah, it was April. It was with Field Day here in Detroit, which are like members of Dag Nasty, and I think it would have been a good show, but yeah, it was canceled, of course.
Shit, the fan.
Yeah, they said they might reschedule it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Initially, I wasn't too worried about this whole thing because, I mean, Bastardous has been doing social distancing for years, you know.
Yeah.
We don't stand 6 feet
Been
apart
social distancing
ourselves
so
anyway.
long.
It's actually pretty terrible. Like when this first started, I was like, "Oh, social distancing." I basically do that when I'm depressed, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm the expert at this. And it's kind of weird
Yeah.
too because I see people or know people who like have never had issues with like isolation or anxiety or depression, and they're like losing their fucking minds, and I'm like, this is kind of what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine now, but after. Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say it's gotta be real tough for people who live alone.
Yeah.
You know, it's gotta be the toughest, I think, because I mean, I don't know. I have 2 kids here, so I'm never bored.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, you know, a little rough sometimes.
I got my
never
nails
bored.
painted by my 3-year-old, so.
I noticed that. Very nice.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah,
that?
that was great.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, it's I mean, I don't mind it, and I was fine, but the last week I'm just like, man, I need to get out of here somehow, just for a bit.
Yeah.
So.
Like, yeah. When was the last time you changed your clothes?
I just did today.
Yeah.
Because yes, I did today, but I will say I've definitely went 3-4 days without changing for sure. But I did change my clothes today because I recently have been eating a lot of vegan ice cream, and so I've also tried to counteract that with rowing. And I rowed this morning.
Nice.
There you go.
Figured I needed a shower.
Go you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been delivering. Who's that?
Go talk.
I've been delivering groceries the last month for Meyer.
Oh. Oh.
So I've been doing it like five, six of those orders a day. So I've been changing my clothes very often and washing my hands and everything so often that my hands are all chafed because I'm constantly sanitizing and washing and
Oh yeah.
mask on and off. And I come home and I change my clothes and yeah. So I've been changing lots of clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this hoodie started off white.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Interviews either go well or they fall on their face. I think I'm falling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, the new record will be done. Will be done soon. Tony is actually a sound engineer, and
Nice.
he's our audio engineer.
And I
So
think
he does most of the
I
track.
came back.
okay. I hear you.
I dropped for a second. I just jumped back on.
That's fine.
Tony's. But yeah, so that first record we put out, we went and did drums at a studio, but then Tony recorded everything, all the guitars, the bass, the vocals, mixed it. And so we're doing the same thing with this record. So we got the drums done first,
Nice.
but yeah, so it's up to Tony to have to track Chuck, get a track himself, and he's working from home. So
Cool.
it'll take some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a podcast as well, or is this
Radio show, actually, like real radio, community radio, and maybe people listen to it, maybe they don't. I don't know, but I've been doing it for a while. I did it back home on the East Coast too.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Because I have.
Huh?
I mean, I would be like, oh, I could, we give you something or play something, but I don't have anything because I've obviously haven't done many vocals. I've done like one song.
Yeah, I got you.
I got some demos though. I got some demos. Yeah, I could float you a demo.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, be a
Demo
demo.
of one that'll be on there.
Huh?
It's a demo of one of the songs that'll be on the album. But
That's
it's
cool.
Probably a year ago, probably.
Oh.
But a little practice-based demo. But I mean, it's mic'd up in mix. We did it with a bunch of mics. It sounds all right.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. I guess. Do you guys have opinions on all those fucking protesters up there? I'm sure you do.
Oh, yeah. Chuck, go ahead with this one, Chuck.
Oh, I have no opinions about anything.
No?
Opinions about something, I'm sure.
I think most people are morons to begin with, so just magnified that, and that's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this whole thing in general. One part of me thinks that everybody has to get it. Everybody's got to get the virus in order for us to be immune to it, or build up immunity to it the same way like we do the flu.
Yeah.
But I also think that if everybody gets it at once, then the fucking hospitals are going to shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of real idiotic things being perpetrated by our president. That's making it so much worse. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whole thing's crazy. I don't think anybody really knows.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Kind of roll with it, however you can deal with it, and let it take its course. Let it do what it's gonna do.
Yeah. I don't know. I did a thing. I interviewed a friend of mine who writes for like New York Times and Buzzworthy and a bunch of places about how to determine like good journalism versus terrible journalism. And basically it was all the things that I kind of already knew, but a lot of people seem to miss it. Like, if someone says, a respected doctor said, fucking find out who that person is. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's like somebody posted something the other day. Like, I see shit all the time.
What's the source? It's like,
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
Respected doctor. What kind of doctor is he? He could be a proctologist. You don't know.
Yeah.
Google
exactly.
it. Like, everybody has something to say.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
Yeah, one way or another.
We'll get through it one way or another. A lot of people will probably get sick and die.
Ah.
Unfortunately.
Way to have the sunny outlook.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Want to say anything else about your band? I don't know. Oops. Did I just lose you guys? I lost somebody.
No, I still see you.
Okay.
Here.
Yep. I don't know.
Anything else about the band? I mean, just the obvious stuff that
Yeah.
our album is on Spotify and Pandora
Nice.
and Apple Music and all that stuff. So go check it out for free. We got a couple videos on YouTube you can check out, and yeah, a new record. We're hoping to be done. I'm not even gonna give a timeline. We'll say ASAP. But
Hey, what hat are you wearing? Is that a Bears hat, Nick?
it's a Bears hat.
All right, I'll predict the record will be done when the Bears get 6 wins. Nick.
Well, they already got Nick Foles starting up next year.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't even know if they're supposed to be good or not. Like that could be an oh shit moment for me. I have no idea.
Oh, I think they'll get 6
shit,
wins
they're
next
5-0.
year.
I better hurry.
They got Nick Foles. You hear that?
There you go. You're set.
All
But
set.
then again, the season could never start, which means the album can never come out.
Yeah.
God help us.
The only reason I even use that analogy is just like, I guess one thing, if things start, if the world starts opening, then obviously I'll have time to finish everything.
Yeah.
Or the resources, I guess, not time. I have
Yeah.
time now.
Yeah, you probably can't even get into the building over there, huh?
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony's frozen. Tony's frozen.
I'm back. No, they shut it down, man. I can't even get in there.
Yeah.
Into the building.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
maybe
fine.
we'll-
I could actually probably do most of it here, but with a 3-year-old running around, it's going to be really hard.
like I said, just have her do backups.
Guest vocals.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I might, but I also have a couple nice mics I was using that I mean, whatever. Nor here nor we'll see. If this goes on long enough, I'm going to end up doing it here. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the practice space. I'm going to go there next week and do some drums. I'm going to send them to you guys.
You going to do some drums?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Might as well re-record the drums. Never mind.
Sweet.
Alright. Damn, I feel like this should have gone on longer. And also, I probably should have prepared something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's good to talk to some people.
Yeah,
To talk to some people.
basically. Like, I ended up, it was kind of weird. Last week, I got this message from a friend who I had met once at, like, a festival a year ago. And we ended up having a 5-hour video chat just because it was like, oh my god, another human. And so, I mean, it's
Right,
nice,
yeah.
but also kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but
Yeah.
I guess if you have a couple of drinks, it shouldn't be that weird if you're not accustomed to it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Chuck have gotten on here a couple times and had a couple chats, a couple beers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the local beer distributor place around here just knows what I want when I pull up because they bring it out to your car here.
Nice.
So as soon as I pull up, he's like, "Oh, 2 cases of Miller Lite bottle." Yep.
All right.
And then what? The next day, the same order, Chuck? Is that how it's
Yeah, pretty much. Getting into those White Claws too, though. Those are pretty good.
White
I was
Claw.
gonna say, yeah, that's a little more
I do-
respectable than the 4 6-packs of White Claw I'm getting every time I go to the store.
Dude,
I have
White
2
Claw.
bottles at a moment, but
Dude, White Claw is just it's just Zima for guys who don't want to admit they drink Zima. Hot
pretty
take.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
I agree.
But it's fantastic.
I feel bad for Zima. Zima got a real bad rap, back in the day.
Yeah, Zima must have been good.
Zima is what I drank the night I drank. I was like 18 and I pre-gamed before an Avail show, and I went into the club and I passed out against a wall. That's the story of the time I saw Avail when I was 18.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are you blaming Zima?
Yes, actually.
Don't blame Zima.
Well, I will say I did have a ton of White Claws before seeing Avail last summer in Richmond.
Oh, you went to
How's
Richmond.
it?
Cool. I saw them at Riot Fest, and then I saw the after show, the club
I'm
show
back.
they did, which was
I
fun.
don't hear anybody though.
Hello, I hear you. Whatever.
Yeah, I think we're all back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But anyway, I was pretty wasted too at that show.
yeah. Was it?
It was my
That
fault.
was one of the first ones, right? First or second? I don't hear him. I don't think he hears me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
for whatever reason, stuff is muted. I hear you, Nick. I
Ah.
don't hear her.
She was asking you if that was
Let
the
me-
first or second Avail show that they did.
Tell
It
me
was the
about
second
it.
one. I'm not hearing this.
She said, "Tell me about it." He drove from Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Your video's back.
Yeah, hold on one.
Is he there?
So eerie.
Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, now I hear everybody.
Okay, great. No, they were so
Yeah, it was the second one.
nice. Yeah, I couldn't quite tell the vibe of that. I was gonna go to that, but then when they announced Chicago, I was like, oh, all right, I'll go to that. They were, I don't know. I had a bunch of favorite bands. I still do. I can't narrow it down to one, but they were like top 3 easily. Especially when I was
Avail's
like,
one
yeah, especially when I was
Absolutely.
like 18, 19. It was,
Yeah, they're one of my favorites for sure.
yeah,
Always have.
it was an angry time, and they just kind of came in at the right time and said the things that I couldn't say.
Yeah,
mean-
for sure.
Downside, their shows are super broy. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, well, not that all shows aren't broy, but
Well, you broed down at the Avail show, you know.
yeah. And I was supposed to go see them. I was supposed to go see them in Vegas for my birthday.
Oh,
Dude,
that sucks.
fucking sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We used to do an Avail cover.
Really?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did it for a little while.
Which one?
I think we did New Song, didn't we?
Simple song.
Or Simple Song. not New Song,
Really?
Simple.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
Was that Bastardous or was that the A Gang?
It was A Gang,
Oh,
God,
but
that would be fun
we've
to
done
hear.
it a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we know you're coming to a show, we'll do an Avail cover for you.
Whatever, that's fine. You don't have to, but I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah, I will never turn down an Avail cover.
yeah, it's gonna be weird starting to play shows again.
Yeah.
After this, I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's gonna hit it all at once, and then it'll be weird.
Oh God.
I think people obviously go to a lot of shows because they've been all cooped up, but there's just gonna be so many shows.
Yeah.
Probably competing for the first few weekends, you know.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there'll just be so many people who want to go to different things. It'll just work out. I'm
Yeah.
also I think it's weird that they've canceled stuff so far out in advance. But I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand how it works. But
Yeah, I know, I got-
I feel like people are panicking about stuff in the fall, and it's like we're so not there yet.
I know I
Yeah.
got tickets for Rage Against the Machine at the end of July, and they haven't canceled that yet. But it's like I don't even know if I want to be in an arena full of people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
wear
that is a lot
just
of
wear that
people.
cloth mask, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
What was that?
I said just wear that cloth mask, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll save the day. Wear the gloves too.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll have to design up some Bastardous face masks.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I
Hey,
hate
Jack.
how everybody's jumped on the face mask trend and been face masks. Every fucking merch company is you can do this now.
Yeah.
Really?
Say hi.
Hey, buddy.
Max is with me.
Max wants to fight you. Say hi, Uncle Chuck. Hi, Uncle Tony.
Hi. What is Maxwell doing to you?
What's Maxwell doing to you?
What's he doing to you?
Max is fighting pillows.
He's fighting.
Oh,
All right.
do you want
Go
to
fight
send him in?
Max.
Does Uncle Tony need to have a talk with him?
Dude, I don't have kids of my own. How do you guys keep it together with cooped in with kids for like over a month?
It's pretty wild.
It's
It's pretty wild.
It's obviously pretty wild, dude. And if you
This
have to
one's
go,
having a
don't
hard
worry
time.
about it.
No, he's fine. He
mine's
likes.
on a bike ride, so that's why this is like the quietest I've had in the weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
The
mean,
weather's getting nicer. We keep saying that.
yeah.
As long as the weather gets nicer, we can go outside, and
Jackson.
that helps. You want to see Jackson?
Yes.
Yes, this is Jackson.
Getting big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big 1-year-old you have.
I get taller again.
Want to get taller again? Oh, great.
Come on, let Daddy talk.
And that's Kristen. Mad. Kristen or Kristen is mad.
Right, yeah.
That's Kristen.
I'm Kristen.
I talk. I talk.
No, you're not talking. Daddy's in a meeting.
So wait, is that the Kristen?
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
the
no
Kristen.
Wait.
Tony wrote a song about my wife being mad.
At Nick all the time.
Oh,
Here's the other one.
there's the big kid.
Hey. That's
What's up,
cool.
buddy?
Uncle Tony?
How you doing? Hi.
Good.
Good.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
That's Steph.
Hey. From Ohio, talking about bands and stuff. I got my dog with me.
Oh, who's that?
This.
From Ohio. He wanted to talk to us about Bastardous.
He's being remarkable. My God. He's being remarkably quiet.
What's his name?
Huh?
Wait, me?
No, the dog.
What's the dog's name?
I'm such a nerd. So his name is Harold. I named him after Paul Westerberg. Paul Westerberg's middle name is Harold.
Oh, nice.
No.
They kind of have the same hair. I don't know how much hair he still has, but yeah.
That's awesome.
I am that kind of a nerd.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dog's name is Lewis Huey, named after Huey Lewis.
Ah, shit. That's weird, I guess.
Tony's dog name is Coltrane. How is Coltrane?
Coltrane's good. He's old.
Yeah.
You want
Good.
them out?
We're almost done.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, if you have to split, that's fine. I'm kind of winding down anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. We get these kids outside and grill them some
Yes.
dinner.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for
Jax,
taking
we
the
all
time.
want the Bastardous album out. Jax, relax. It's coming.
There you go.
Uncle Chuck, don't whine. Just say it.
Hey,
There's Uncle Chuck.
what's up?
It's dog.
What's up?
So wait, where are
Jackson
you in
probably-
Pennsylvania? If you're in Pennsylvania.
Meadville. So like, it's like 45 minutes south of Erie.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
How's that work for like practices and stuff?
I've been here for the duration of the quarantine thing. normally I live in Detroit too,
Oh.
so
I gotcha. Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
decided
guess
to quarantine himself in the woods.
Oh, Jackson.
that's not a bad idea. Like, I have a friend who's currently like just camping in the desert.
there you go.
God,
Yeah, I think
I
there's
would
like
love to do
16
that.
cases.
What
I
was
think
that?
there's like 16 total cases down here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, back in
How many?
Vermont, like
16.
Yes,
Alright,
good.
yes, sir.
we've got like I'm not there anymore, but like 300 cases and it's going down, and I'm like, fuck, I want to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers in Detroit, but obviously they were up there for a while.
Detroit's like number 3 in the country, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Michigan was the third state, top third state, and then what is it? Wayne County, where Detroit is, has more than Oakland County.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of? I don't know. I don't know the facts on this, but isn't that statistic skewed because you have Detroit and the Metro Detroit, but then you have up north, and you got to imagine up north is like pretty low. You
Yeah,
got to concentrate it all in like Metro Detroit,
Yeah.
right? Because like up north is just people are scattered like where Chuck's at, or
right.
even more. So I have to imagine it's just on that statistic alone, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even like Oakland County, where we're all at, is it's a different county than what Detroit is.
I'm Wayne, buddy.
Oh, you are Wayne County? Yeah, I guess
Do
you
I not
are.
have Detroit on my address.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Well, all right.
Yeah, do you have
You win.
closing thoughts? Anything?
No.
Damn
New
it.
record
No,
eventually.
Take it away, Chuck.
You can find the music everywhere online.
Yeah.
Tell a friend. Download it for free and give it to a friend.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and thanks for
Yeah.
doing this, by the way. You guys
Yeah, thanks for having us.
like jumped on this. I have had such issues getting people to do the show, or like I'll send out messages and be like, "Hey, I would really like to do this." Silence.
Well, you're lucky you reached out to Chuck, the most bored man in America.
Yep.
Yeah, this came
I
together
mean-
so quick. It was like he was like, "Yes, let's do it. I'll get all 3 people." Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
Just watching that message, that inbox on Instagram, waiting for something to come through.
Dude. Same.
So if anyone else is bored, just message Bastardous on Instagram. Direct line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time we'll make sure we're all wasted, and then it'll be a completely different vibe.
Oh, you're not wasted?
No,
Damn it.
no, I'm not.
Actually, what I would love to do is like, have you seen? There's a way that you could play Cards Against Humanity online. I actually did this with like one friend and a bunch of random people, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So like, you run a Zoom chat or like this,
Yeah.
and then you run the game in another window, and it works, and it's absurdity every time. So
Sure.
at
Yeah.
least you get a laugh out of it.
Nice.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, I would love to do like.
Yeah, I just
I don't want to call it Celebrity Cards Against Humanity, but get like random bad people, pit them against
Sure,
each other. Yeah.
there's a fun game, Quiplash too. Quiplash, you can do that through Zoom meetings. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sweet.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Did that last night
Oh, did you?
with Rich. Yeah.
Fucking A.
Fucking A. So yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for being
Oh,
organized.
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for having us.
Dude, anytime. You guys are fun. I enjoy you.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So
We'll catch you later.
yeah, for sure. Thanks for doing it again.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.